To extra depth and perspective, fewer migrants are crossing into the borderland after Title 42 expired. That was the health policy that gave immigration enforcement officials the power to turn migrants away due to the pandemic. However, Department of Public Safety troopers remain in the borderland as part of Governor Greg Abbott's Operation Lone Star. And as one DPS trooper put it, the mission to help Border Patrol agents hold the line and keep migrants out and smugglers behind bars remains active with eyes in the sky and boots on the ground. Good morning, El Paso anchor Saul Saenz and producer John McMinn were invited to fly with troopers as they spot migrants from a bird's eye view and alert Border Patrol about their location before they can evade apprehension.
I'm in the cockpit of a DPS helicopter as part of Operation Lone Star, where we're getting ready to go airborne. Operation Lone Star was activated in 2021. That's when Governor Greg Abbott ordered troopers to the border to help with illegal immigration. First in South Texas, then El Paso. Air operations like this DPS helicopter came months later.
Good morning, El Paso Tower, DPS 149, proceeding to the border from our present position.
There was a need for our helicopters to aid our boots on the ground, our DPS troopers, as well as our National Guard members. Out here, depending on which county you're in, the air operations are crucial because they are locating these groups and tracking them in order to be apprehended alongside our Border Patrol agents.
Not long into our flight, pilot Matt Ruff and co-pilot Ralph Garcia were called out to this part of Santa Teresa, where Border Patrol agents apprehended these two migrants out in the desert. The two are riding on the agent's ATV.
About 2 to 3 o'clock, Matt.
Okay.
This is where they have to get them before they hit a main road, before they hit a neighborhood and hide out under a house or something. So this is kind of like their buffer zone, I guess you would call it.
Trooper Garcia explains fewer migrants are being seen in areas where hundreds gathered just before the end of Title 42, the federal policy that allowed agents to turn back migrants due to the pandemic. This is what the same area looks like now.
So you're not seeing very many?
Not many at all, sir. Not like we used to. We used to see hundreds, if not thousands a day. Now, I mean, as you can see, there's no groups, no buildups like we used to have. Nothing at all.
Trooper Garcia believes migrants crossing in large numbers were being used as pawns.
The migrants walking along the border were distraction for something else happening elsewhere?
Not the migrants themselves, but I think the cartels were able to see that all the assets were tied up in this area in El Paso. So it took agents off of the line on this side and it left gaps in the border. So it just made it that much easier to cross out on that side. You would see them gathered at the port of entries, and then out over in Cristo Rey area, we would have 3-4 agents trying to chase hundreds of bodies at a time. It just overwhelmed for our Border Patrol partners.
The only thing left behind is 20 miles of concertina wire set up by Texas National Guard. The wire is set up as a deterrent, discouraging migrants from crossing. Instead, undocumented immigrants, especially those from Mexico, cross through rough terrain. Even the trained eye misses a group like this one. Our photographer John McMinn actually spotted this group of migrants right on the side of the mountain.
Border Patrol, this is DPS 149. I have a report of 5 bodies that we sighted on the east side of Cristo Rey.
DPS helicopter troopers not only track down migrants in rough terrain, they also help track smugglers.
You can see a vehicle pull over, load up migrants and take off, and we'll call it and direct ground troops to them to try to do a traffic stop on that vehicle.
Does the chopper ever serve as a deterrent?
Absolutely, sir. Not only in pursuits, we've seen them where we're in a pursuit, we're orbiting around them, they look out of the car, they see us, and they'll just come to a stop, get out of the car and give up.
These DPS aerial patrols fly hundreds of miles, covering as many as 36 counties in West Texas. DPS aerial patrols extend all the way from El Paso to the Big Bend area. Right now, we just stopped in Van Horn to fuel up. DPS chopper pilots navigate through mountains in Culberson and Hudspeth counties, finding migrants where they least expect.
We'll find people up here.
In this particular area that we're flying around right now, you have found people?
Yes.
Wow.
From the air, they spotted these 18 migrants inside a cave, all from different countries.
What's been the most heart-wrenching thing that you've seen ever since you started helping out Border Patrol during Operation Lone Star?
It's the children that are left behind at the border wall alone. Because of what I'm seeing on the border has changed my perception of what I do each day and why it matters. It matters much more deeply. Of course, as a trooper signing up, it's exciting. You're serving the community, but when you become a parent, it's also just much deeper.
Even though the number of migrant apprehensions are down, troopers Ruff, Garcia, and Carter are not sure just how long they'll be assisting Border Patrol as part of this operation initiated by Governor Abbott. Until then,
we have our eyes in the sky and our boots on the ground.
inside a DPS helicopter from El Paso to Van Horn, Saul Saenz, ABC 7.
Troopers point out do not arrest migrants entering the U.S. illegally. They simply detain them and notify Border Patrol so agents can take them into custody to be processed. The public health order, Title 42, expired the evening of May 11th. And for better perspective, CBP officials say in the month of May, more than half of Border Patrol's encounters with migrants along the border decreased by 25% before the lifting of Title 42, with close to 100,000 encounters between ports of entry. Then after the lifting of Title 42, that number of encounters dropped to just a little over 70,000 people from May 11th to May 30th.